If we think about all of our future that we keep talking about, smart cities and smart homes and smart grids, all of them are going to require this deep, deep collaboration between individuals and smaller entities and big, large ones to do the analysis. None of us can do this by ourselves. So, if I think about industrial capitalism, which I will define as, I want to say, industrial capitalism for me is dead. It is behind us. And I will define it as we created a very strong barrier around the company with patents and trademarks and copyrights and certifications, and it was very, very clear what was inside the company and what was outside the company. And that system worked well to extract the greatest value. But that was back in the day. That is no longer the case. Today, our companies are very, very mixed up. You know, do you work for the company? Do you not work for the company? Whose asset is this? Is this for commercial use or is this for personal use? And it's all this one big giant mosh pit of stuff, very, very ill-defined, because that is the new way to extract the most value out of things. So I'm going to give you 4 principles that I see are truisms. And if you also believe these are true, you can know that we are profoundly moving to an entirely new economic model, because this is the way to get the most value out of things. So, number 1, if I think about assets, shared networked assets always deliver more value than closed proprietary ones. We've learned this 2 ways. 1, that asset is used more efficiently, or 2, brand new value is created. The second one, this is an old one, no matter how smart you guys are in the room, we know there's more smart people outside of the room. Now that they are networked and connected, we know that more networked minds are always smarter, more creative, more adaptive, more resilient, more whatever you want than people who are confined inside a company, inside a government, inside a country. More networked minds are smarter and better than fewer proprietary minds. If I think about the size of the opportunity, the motivation to do this, the benefits and opportunities of shared open assets are larger than the problems associated with shared open assets. So if I think about Zipcar and the people who didn't invest, they say, Robin, people are going to ruin the cars. And you know what? A very small percentage of people are jerks, and they do wreck the cars. And we see it, and we penalize them, and we push them out. But we have 1 million people sharing 13,000 cars. Or if I think about Wikipedia, people said, that'll never work. There's going to be lies on it, and there'll be graffiti on certain pages. You know what? It's a problem. It makes itself, we see it, and then we can identify it. And meantime, we have 4.8 million entries in the world's encyclopedia. And lastly, I'm selfish. I don't care about anybody else. I only do things for me. My motivation is very self-centered. When I participate in these, I always get more than I give. So I reserve 3 hours a month on Zipcar, and I personally, Robin Chase, have access to 13,000 cars parked around the world. When I edit a few lines of Wikipedia, I personally have access to that 4.8 million World's Encyclopedia. So I put in my little thing, and I get access to the whole. So these 4 things are true. And if I think about the times we're living in, where climate change is bearing down upon us at a rate that is terrifying, I didn't tell you the sentence that I learned from lead UN coordinator. The infrastructure that we are building in the next 4 years will determine the fate of mankind. So the change of pace and what we have to do for climate change is happening very quickly. The future of capitalism, don't we talk about that 2008 crash and think, oh my God, when's the next one going to drop? The future of work, we're all terrified. What I know is that for highly dynamic times, this is the structure that enables us to experiment, iterate, adapt, and evolve very quickly and at the lowest possible cost. This is the structure for these times. So yes, I did write a book about this, but I want to tell you I'm passionate about it because I want to shake you all awake. Companies that do this learn faster, grow faster, and adapt faster. It is happening everywhere. What does it mean for labor? Enormous things. What does it mean for the old status quo companies? Enormous shakeup. We have to see these tools and point them to the purposes that we want and create the world we want to live in.